My name is Kyra Beanland and I'm the costume designer for the Merry Wives of Windsor. I'm in my third year of grad school here doing an MFA in costume design. And right now I'm working on the stag head for the Herne scene, which is the final scene that takes place in the woods there at the end of the play. And Falstaff is dressed as Herne Hunter, so he has to wear the stag head. Basically, it's going to go on like this. So you can still see his face, which is important. So this is in a half-finished state. Basically, to make this, I started off by doing a clay sculpture of a deer head, like this. Cover it in foil, and then I drape Wonderflex, which is this material here, which is rigid, but when you heat it, it moulds into the shape of the head, whatever you're using. So I could make the head and then the antlers. What was really important was that they're very light. So we decided to use millinery wire, which I sculpted into the shape of the antlers, and then I wrapped it in ethaphone, and then wrapped around some bias tape, which I then painted. So this is a pretty good lightweight thing. It's important that it's not making his head bobble around, which is often a problem with this play. So that eventually he'll have some eyes and he'll have ears. He doesn't have ears right now. And then he'll be covered in fur and it'll be kind of a hood. And then we also have these Veriform masks, which are another type of thermoplastic material. These have been actually built by Kerry Chipman, who is the set designer. This one, the bull, is in its finished state, is all painted. But again, like with the deer, you start off with a sculpted head. You drape the Veriform over it. If you put it in hot water, it becomes completely pliable. The ears are made out of Wonderflex because they're a bit more rigid. And again, the great thing about this stuff is what we put on the bull head is that it has holes in it, so you can see perfectly and speak perfectly well. But when you put it against something solid, it appears solid from the stage. Okay, so the stag head, I've probably been working on this for about 2 weeks with some classes in between there. It's going to be at a stage where tonight I can give it to them for rehearsal to practice with, and we can make sure everything's okay before I cover it in fur. So there's probably about another 4 or 5 hours work left, just doing the finishing touches. With the Veriform masks, we have there'll be one more like this, so that will be a total of 7 masks, and then there will be one half-face mask for a fairy queen. These actually have been coming out pretty quickly. Kerry's become really efficient about that. She's probably been sculpting and draping in about 2 to 3 hours, and then there's maybe another couple of hours of just doing edging, and then less than an hour to paint them. So they've been a work in progress, both things, over about 2 weeks, and they're by the end of the week, beginning of next week, they'll probably be completely finished. So that's all on this front. So I hope you all come see the show because it's going to be great.